Philconnexion. To every exhausted warrior, every prophet in hiding, when heaven is silent, it's not absence, it's preparation. Elijah in the wilderness, this is your story too. Fear after fire, fire fell from heaven, prophets hit the ground. Rain came back when he prayed it down. National revival, Mount Carmel blaze. Next scene, running in the panic through haze. One queen's threat got him fleeing for breath. From bold confrontation to wishing for death. Under that broom tree, collapse in the sand. Lord, take my life, I don't understand.
Victory high to emotional crash. Even strong faith can suddenly flash. From calling down fire to feeling alone. Isolation will harden a heart in a stone. But God saw the tears he tried to conceal. Didn't rebuke how broken he'd feel. Angel touched him, rise and eat. Grace met the prophet in defeat.
God didn't answer Elijah's prayer. Hear the reply, not a rejection, just mercy nearby. When he begged for death and despair and pain, heaven said, live, I'm not done with your flame. God didn't answer Elijah's prayer that day. Chariot of fire was already on the way. No grave in the desert, glory ahead. His greater yes was what God said.
Yeah. The whisper at a reb, strength from heaven for a 40-day walk to the mountain of God for a private talk. Wind ripped rocks, earthquake roared, fire flashed, but not the Lord.
Then came a whisper, gentle and clear. Presence of God drawing near. Why are you here? Not shame but care. Truth cuts through the fog of despair.
You think you're alone, but I preserve the remnant. 7,000 faithful, my covenant's permanent. Purpose restored, assignment renewed. Heaven still had work to do. Anoint new kings, raise prophets to stand. Your story ain't over, it's still in my hand. What felt like silence was strategic grace. God was resetting the prophet's pace.
God didn't answer Elijah's prayer. Hear the reply, not a rejection, just mercy nearby. When he begged for death and despair and pain, heaven said, live, I'm not done with your flame. God didn't answer Elijah's prayer that day. Chariot of fire was already on the way. No grave in the desert, glory ahead. His greater yes was what God said. Yeah, God didn't answer Elijah's prayer, hear the reply. Not a rejection, just mercy nearby. When he begged for death and despair and pain, heaven said, live, I'm not done with your flame.
God didn't answer Elijah's prayer that
chariot of fire was already on the way.
No grave in the desert, glory ahead. His greater yes was what God said.
Yeah. Instead of a grave, years rolled on. Man, I'm still strong, training Alicia to carry it on. Jordan split when the cloak came down. Power of heaven without a crown.
Walking and talking, sudden divide. Horses of fire from the other side. Whirlwind lifted the prophet above. Exit from earth in a storm of love.
He asked for death in a cave of despair.
God answered later with heavenly air.
Not buried in dust, not lost to decay.
Translated alive in a fire display. What looked unanswered was mercy in disguise. God saw the end from eternal eyes. From suicidal prayer to glorious ascent. Proof that his no is compassionate intent.
If you're tired, he feeds you. If you're broken, he leads you. If you're empty, he sees you. Through the valley of fire, you may weep in the night, but his plans go higher. No end in your story, just chariots of fire.
God didn't answer Elijah's prayer.
Lift your eyes, mercy was working behind the skies. From wilderness tears to heavenly flame, his greater yes still remains.
God didn't answer Elijah's prayer, understand.
Your life is secure in his sovereign hand. No death in the desert, glory ahead. His higher purpose instead.
Yeah, you prayed to quit. God planned your ascent. You asked for an ending. He prepared eternity. Elijah's unanswered prayer became a testimony. Philconnexion. Trust the whisper. Your chariot is coming.